Welcome back, everybody, to the Move Better channel. This is John Peña-Estrada. We got Dr. Joe in the house. And today, we're going to give you 5 exercises that are going to help improve your running style by activating certain muscle groups in your body. So get ready. Here we go.
Let's go.
All right. We got Dr. Joe here with one of these elastic bands. You guys probably seen it all over the place, right? First thing we want to do is we're going to activate the hip muscles. That's in the anterior, posterior, and lateral side of your hips, even the medial side. He's going to take the band just like so, and he's going to start with activating hip flexors. First thing he's going to do is he's going to step on the bands and do what we call hip flexion. All he's going to do is raise his knees up, activating the hip flexors of the hip, and making this go. Just like that. Simple. Do the other side, and you're good to go. Give it about 5 to 10 repetitions per side. Give it about 2 to 3 sets, and that will help activate the hips. All right, hip flexors. Now, we're going to do posterior side of the hips. So we want to take that band, and now you're going to step back to activate the hamstrings and the glute part of his hip area and leg. And all you're going to do is step back, what we call hip extension. So opposite of the hip flexion is to extend it back. Go ahead and show them on the side view, Dr. Joe.
Now notice how I'm tightening up the band by hooking it on my foot. So I'm not keeping my foot straight here. I'm pointing my toe down. And
stepping back, just to go and reaching back. As you can see, this is going to activate this side of your body, okay, even on the upper part of the lower back area, okay, and that will activate those parts of your hips. All right. So the third exercise, we move the band up a little bit higher in the ankle area just so that it's positioned properly so he can do the movement. We're going to add a little bit of a rotation to the hip, and what Dr. Joe is going to do is reach back and rotate the hip, and almost like an L step, okay, where he's getting almost like a 90-degree step back, all right, and that will open the hips up a little bit more again and activate basically all of the hip.
That
posterior,
burns.
Right?
Yep.
Get that? There you go. Again, good 8 to 10 repetitions, 2 to 3 sets, and then do the other side. Always got to do the other side as well.
Cool.
Perfect. Exercise number 4, we're going to move down towards the ankles. All right, activate the muscles of the lower leg, okay? And what we want to do is we want to do a dorsal and plantar flexion. So dorsal flexion is when you're pointing your toes upward, and plantar is when you're pointing it down, okay? And what Dr. Joe is doing here is he's mobilizing not just the ankles, but also the toes, right?
Yep.
And you could try different angles if you'd like. Oh, you got the shoes off. Uh-oh.
So you can see where I'm pressing, because a lot of people don't use their toes.
Yeah, press down onto the toes and then lift them up, okay? And you can try different angles as well. You can turn your feet a little bit in pigeon-toed if you like, turn them outward, okay? That will target different parts of the lower leg to get that prep for your running. And then exercise number 5, you were just doing the plantar and dorsal flexion. Now we're going to do some basically ankle rotations with the dorsal and plantar flexion exercises where you want to rotate your weight all the way around to his feet. So lateral part of his feet onto the toes, kind of in a circular motion. Now the medial part of his feet onto the heels and rotate it inward. And you can go outward as well, okay? That will give your joint multi-plane activation, getting you ready for your run. Perfect. So try those 5 exercises to get you warmed up and ready for running. Okay, get those muscles activated from your hips to your lower leg and see how that does for you. Hopefully that will get you more efficient when you're doing your runs. Okay?
You're warming up.
Cool. All right. Thanks for watching this episode. If you have any questions, let us know. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you again in the next episode.
Thanks, guys.